Alright, welcome to High Spots Incorporated. I am Paul.
And I'm Dale.
And today we will be doing Review Roulette. We're reviewing ECW One Night Stand 2006.
Yep. Alright, well, we kicked this off with a Jerry Lawler vs. Taz match.
Yeah, there was a Paul Heyman segment.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that, yep.
Paul Heyman getting the crowd all riled up and stuff. He kind of got a little bit emotional.
Yeah, you could tell because, ECW's his baby.
Yeah, good moment for Paul Heyman.
Exactly. Good.
Now we can move on to the match.
Yep, now we can move on to that. Yeah, as I said, Taz vs. Jerry Lawler. As you would expect, Taz goes over extremely quickly.
King on his entrance went over to Joey Styles, kind of got in his face a little bit and then slapped him.
Yeah, slapped him over.
Yep, and then Joey took a very long time to get up.
Yep.
And waited until King was in the ring and then jumped on him with a sleeper hold, and then that just turned into a rear naked choke by Taz.
Yep, or Tazmission actually.
Tazmission, my bad. Technical names. Whatever.
Well yeah, this match, seeing as it only went for about 30 seconds, I personally gave it a dumb as fuck because it was kind of pointless in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree that it was a very pointless segment, but considering they made a bit of a story out of it, if it was going to happen, that's how it should happen.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I gave it the one Billy Gunn out of 5, because at least it wasn't like a drawn out 10-minute match.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yep, moving on, we next had Kurt Angle versus Randy Orton, which this match was a bit of a stinker, to be honest.
Yeah, it was, and it was really weird that because of the low production value and stuff, because it was an ECW show at the Manhattan Center, and then Randy Orton came out and got his whole
falling pyro sparks thing that he used to have.
It just looked very, very out of.
I was honestly quite scared the ring was going to catch on fire.
Yeah, I was a little bit concerned. Then there was literally so many shots of people like flipping Randy Orton off. They would literally pan past like a 12-year-old. A 12-year-old that was just like, yeah!
That's ECW for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, well, as I said, this match was boring. Should have been a hell of a lot better than it was.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've seen literally every other Randy Orton Angle match, I reckon, is better than this one.
Yeah, no doubt. There was just nothing special, and no high spots, no pun intended.
And Orton looked like shit.
Yeah, no shit. It was terrible.
Like, he had about 2, comebacks, I think, in that match, but the comebacks weren't anything significant, and the rest of it was just Kurt Angle shitting all over him.
Yeah, like he maybe pulled off his backbreaker, and that's about it. Yeah,
so, I gave that a 3 MB out of 5. It literally had the time and the people to be a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I gave this one a 2 out of 5. For the same reason. Had the time, had the people, just didn't deliver.
Not even remote.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah, so Angle went over that one, with an ankle lock.
Yep.
And that's all we need to say about that.
Yeah, there's nothing else really.
Moving on.
Moving on, we've got Super Crazy and Tajiri versus the FBI. What's the FBI standing for again? I didn't know.
Full-blooded Italians.
That's right, yeah. I should remember these things.
There was Little Guido and Tony Marmaluke with Big Guido at ringside. I didn't even know who Tony Marmaluke was.
Yeah, I don't have a fucking idea.
I don't know.
But anyway, the match itself, definitely the standouts were Super Crazy and Tajiri.
Oh yeah.
They were absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, there was a few miscommunicated spots in this match, they didn't really work super well together, the FBI and Super Crazy and Tajiri.
Quite a few botches. Got to see the Black Widow, which was quite interesting.
Yeah.
And a double, oh my god, now I've completely forgot the name of the move.
I think he said it was called the double brainbuster.
No, not that. The thing Tajiri does.
Oh, the tarantula.
Tarantula, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, Super Crazy put on probably a better tarantula than Tajiri.
Which I didn't think I'd ever see.
So that ended up with what was essentially a 2-person muscle buster.
Yeah, but they called it a brain buster for some reason.
It's not a brain buster.
No, it looked nothing like a brain buster.
Brain buster is like vertical suplex dropped on their head.
Yeah, that's literally what it is, yeah.
Yeah, muscle buster is more fisherman suplex type.
Yeah, more dropping on the shoulders.
Exactly.
I
gave that a 3 MB out of 5. I reckon that this was... Actually, no, 3.5 MB out of 5. Because it was better than the Angle Orton match.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that, but I still also gave it a 2 out of 5. I don't know, there was just something about the match that didn't do it for me. It was just, I don't know. Didn't really enjoy it a whole lot.
Fair enough. And then Big Show had a run in there to confront Big Guido. He was like, it's going to be this big confrontation, and then just Big Show fucking...
Yeah, it was fucking shit.
Yeah, and just destroyed everyone in the match. And then we had JBL. JBL cut a bit of a promo on the ECW crowd.
Yep, mentioned the Blue Meanie, which he fucked up the year before.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
Yeah, and the whole time the crowd was either chanting "You suck dick" or "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, which I can't blame him, to be honest.
Yeah, and then I love how he said, he's like, "Oh, you guys paid to come see me. I didn't come to pay see you." He wasn't even booked on the show.
Yeah, Taz
wasn't even meant to be
and
there.
Joey Styles mentioned that. They're like, you weren't even meant to be on the show.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even advertised. So they didn't pay to see you, JBL.
They didn't even know you were going to be there.
Alright, then we'll move on to the next match.
Oh, the next match was Rey Mysterio versus Sabu for the World Heavyweight Championship. This match, while it actually was happening, was absolutely brilliant. Killer match.
Fantastic.
Killer match, as you'd probably expect from these two. High-flying goodness. Just all around.
There was a triple jump moonsault that Sabu landed legitimately with just knee to the face.
Yeah, knees on the face. Which I thought knocked Rey Mysterio out.
I'm surprised it didn't. But anyway, and there was a lot of chair throwing.
Yeah, a lot of chair throwing, which...
Ray tried to match Sabu with chair throwing.
Don't even try. Don't
Mistake.
even try.
Mistake.
You will get fucked up.
Yes, you will, and he did. And then ended in a really, really botchy looking DD, like triple jump DDT.
Yeah, where he kind of like...
Through a table.
It wasn't even through a table, he kind of just broke the corner of the table.
Yeah, I think one side just kind of gave way and they just fell back.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
So I'm pretty sure that Ray actually got fucked up on this one.
Yeah, I think it might have been, because it ended up being a no contest, so there was no winner of the match.
Yeah,
it did look like Ray was quite injured.
Yeah, he looked like he was like screaming in pain when he was getting carried to the back, so...
Well, from what I saw when I looked up, I'm not... As I talked to you off camera, I said I'm not sure whether it was a work or legitimate. Apparently he had some sort of neck injury, but that's from WWE.com, so who knows how real that could be.
Kayfabe, man.
Yeah, gotta keep the kayfabe up.
Yeah, I gave that a 3 MB out of 5 because while it was going on, it was great.
Yeah, I also gave it a 3 MB out of 5 for the exact same reason. If it had gone on the time it was meant to, would have easily been a 5 out of 5,
yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Move on to the next one.
Yep, move on to the next one. Was a 6-person tag match. It was Mick Foley, Edge and Lita taking on Terry Funk, Tommy Dreamer and Beulah McGillicuddy.
Yeah, I want to mention this wasn't actually meant to be a 6-person tag.
It wasn't?
No.
Oh.
It was originally Mick Foley and Edge versus Terry Funk and Tommy Dreamer. And then Beulah...
Oh, yep.
Beulah made an appearance and then was just like, yeah, we'll get involved.
Yeah, might as well.
And then Lita was just there, so she might as well. But I loved Mick Foley's line at the start when they were all like, "You sold out." And he's like, "Yeah, I sold out. I sold out Madison Square Garden."
He was making a lot of great jokes.
He was awesome, man. And Edge is a heel. Fucking
absolutely
in this era as well.
Yeah, the rated R superstar era.
Perfect.
And now that I look back on it, he really was a rated R superstar.
He really was. And
yeah, there was a lot of like sexual innuendos, almost very rapey scenes in this match.
Yeah, not even almost rapey. Very rapey.
Actually rapey.
Very rapey.
Even more rapey than Kurt Angle.
Yeah, and like the crowd didn't like Lita, obviously. They were chanting, "You have herpes and you're a crack whore."
I didn't even hear those chants.
No, well, they were so entertaining that I felt the need to write them down. So
yeah, I only really paid attention to the chants in the main event.
Yeah, but to be honest, the chants got so ridiculous to the point where I was just like, I can't write any more down.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't even know what to say about that.
There was constantly a chant going on, pretty much.
Yeah, this was honestly the best crowd I've ever seen at any sort of wrestling show.
Yeah, and that's kind of saying a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
They were crazy.
Yeah, this match was very bloody. Terry Funk, I swear, he almost lost an eye.
Yeah, he had a wicked gash on the side of his head.
Big time. I saw a photo actually when I was looking up the injuries of him after the match. Fuck, it was bad. I think he got like 14 stitches above his eye.
Jesus.
It was nuts.
And he's like, what, 60 something?
Yeah, he was about 61 at the time.
Fucking hell. Good on you.
And he took a bump off a ladder.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What is with... Because Ric Flair, when he was in a Money in the Bank ladder match, he took a fucking superplex from Matt Hardy off of the ladder.
Yeah.
What's with people, like, being like, you're old, you have to take a really big fall?
I don't know. Like, do they want them to break their hip or something?
I don't know. But I guess it adds to the excitement, I guess. But, so there was a lot of, like, just crazy headshots and weapons and just everything in this match.
Like a big barbed wire plywood board.
Yeah, that came into play quite a lot.
Fucking barbed wire wrapped 2x4 lit on fire, which then lit Mick Foley's clothes on fire, which obviously wasn't meant to happen because the barbed wire got stuck in his shirt, and you could see while he was standing on the apron, like, there was just flames on his back.
Yeah.
Didn't look pleasant at all.
Yeah, but that's the thing with those kind of things as far as hardcore wrestling, man. It's a fucking gamble. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure he's used to it anyway.
yeah, like, you can't always just control that shit. But, I mean, the crowd was literally chanting, "We want fire."
Yeah, so you had to give it to him.
Yeah. We're just being like, fuck you, crowd.
Alright,
I want to live.
Yeah, that match ended with a spear from Edge to Beulah, and then a very, very rapey cover.
He pretty much, like, rolled her up and fucked her.
Yeah, not pretty much, he
He
did.
dry humped her.
Yeah.
We didn't actually fuck her.
Yeah, that would have been weird.
That would have been very inappropriate.
Yeah.
And that was after he did a very rapey looking abdominal stretch as well.
Yeah. Which I thought he was going to go for like a road dog pump handle slam, but that wasn't the case.
And Lita seemed to be into that.
For some strange reason.
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I gave that a 5 out of 5 because that was like fucking awesome.
I also gave that a 5 out of 5 because, yeah, as Paul said, it was fucking awesome and, well, excuse me, a very brutal match.
I don't know how else to put it.
No, there really isn't a way to put it other than that.
No, it was very good.
Alright, we then moved on to Tanaka versus Balls Mahoney.
Masato Tanaka.
Masato Tanaka, I guess.
Because the first name is important.
Not really.
This is WWE, first names don't exist.
Well, yeah, this match, I mean, it was nothing special. Didn't go for too long, maybe about a 3 or 4 minute match.
Yeah, about that.
And, yeah, the only redeeming factor of this match was the actual finish, where Balls Mahoney absolutely clobbered him with a chair.
He ruined that chair. Like, fucking hell.
I don't know how Tanaka isn't dead.
Yeah, I don't know. But, like, one thing I wanted to mention about Tanaka, like, he's very, like, technically he was okay as far as executing moves, but he seemed like he was waiting for spots a lot.
Yeah, definitely. He wasn't selling, he was just kind of getting up, going into the next spot straight away.
Yeah, that was obviously a very, very rehearsed match.
Yeah, obviously, you could just tell. I feel it's because, you could tell he had some sort of shoulder injury because it was taped up. I feel like that might be the reason.
Yeah, and let's be honest, Balls Mahoney's not really all that capable.
No, not really. All he does is swing chairs and destroy people.
He's the chair swinging freak.
Exactly.
Yeah, he couldn't even take a fucking fall to the outside.
No.
He went for the fall to the outside, hit his arse on the apron, and then just very clearly said, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah.
And they had to bleep it. It's funny as. But yeah, I gave that a Scotty Too Hottie out of 5.
Yep, I gave that a 3 MB out of 5. Would have been a 1, but that chair shot absolutely saved that match.
Yeah, definitely.
Only redeeming factor.
One of the best chair shots ever.
Alright, and then moving on to... Oh, wait, no, not the main event of the night. We've got the Eugene segment with Sandman. Oh, this was absolutely brilliant.
Okay, I kind of want to just mention a few of the lines that he came out with. Some of his
you can mention these because I don't know, I can't remember.
Alright, so this is just some of them. Stevie Richards makes me hell. When I take a bath, I want to use Taz's towel. ECW is no phony. I want to hug Balls Mahoney. I want to hug all of you, then picnic with Sabu. That's all I got.
Eugene.
They needed to be said.
And then you had Sandman come out with his cigarette in his mouth, like hyperventilating, pouring beer all over himself.
He had like half a cigarette in that shot. Like just that shot.
Yeah, in about a 10-second period he had half a cigarette.
Yeah, just because he was breathing that fucking hard.
Yeah, it was kind of nuts, and he was absolutely covered in beer by the time he even got to the ring.
Yeah, he was absolutely drenched. His shirt was almost like ripped off as well by the crowd.
Yeah, I think you could see as soon as he walked down, I feel like someone knocked his cigarette out of his hand, and he went to go pick it up, but he's like, oh fuck it, I'm not getting that back.
No. Anyway. Yeah, so he just pretty much came out with the kendo stick, beat the shit out of Eugene.
Yep, and
that was it.
Yeah, and drove Eugene back to his, well, not drove him back to, but made him run back to his little
really
yellow
nice
bus.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a good segment.
Yeah, it was a great segment.
Love the
Absolutely
Sandman.
amazing.
Love the Sandman. Moving on.
Alright, moving on to the main event of the night. We had Rob Van Dam challenging John Cena for the WWE Championship in an Extreme Rules match.
Yeah, well, the ECW rules,
Yeah.
either way. But, so I loved the story going into this. I thought this was one of the most well put together stories that they've done for a long time.
Definitely.
Because, I mean, to be honest, no one really thought Van Dam would get a shot in that period of time.
No, but then as soon as he won the Money in the Bank.
Like, yes! He's
But even
actually
then,
going to do it.
Even then, that was kind of the start of the Money in the Bank, so you didn't really know. Like, it wasn't like it is now where it's like pretty much everyone who's done it has won. You'd only had Edge. So he'd been the only one before that.
Yeah, so we were holding out hope that he'd win.
Well, I mean, obviously now we knew he did, but at the time, yeah, it was a bit
Yeah,
worrying.
as soon as he cut that promo where he was like, I'm going to cash in where the odds are extremely in my favour.
You had to know what was
Yeah,
happening.
he was definitely going to fucking win.
No shit.
So the crowd heat for this was
my
like
God.
fucking mental. Like, there's the infamous sign that said, if Cena wins, we riot. That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, really does.
Because like they genuinely would have rioted.
He pulled, during the match when they were in the crowd, he pulled a sign from someone that legitimately just said, fuck you, Cena. And they didn't even bother to blow that out.
Huh? Well, I mean, there was literally people chanting "fuck you, Cena" for a good 50% of the
Yeah,
match.
there was a couple like Cena sucks a dick chants.
Yeah, I like how fucking Taz said, he's like, yeah, the crowd split in half between people flipping John Cena off and those actually using the F word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah, that was quite accurate.
Yeah, so like at the start of the match, he like took his hat off and his shirt off, did the whole like throw it to the crowd thing.
They didn't like that.
Yeah, he got his shirt back about 7 times.
What did he end up even doing with the shirt?
I think he just left it.
Yeah, he must have just kicked it out of the ring or something, because no one was going to give it, no one was going to keep it.
No, there was one person that was going to keep it.
Yeah,
And then the whole crowd started like turning on them.
Yeah, like throw it back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I loved how the security guard flipped off Cena as well.
Taz, mentioned, oh, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. But
Yeah.
onto the match itself.
Yep.
Yeah, it was an absolutely brilliant match in my opinion. Really good for Cena. Like, he put on a really good performance. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, like he adapted to ECW rules quite well.
Definitely, he played the perfect heel in this situation.
Yeah, like I liked his little slingshot into the corner with the chair.
Even though Rob Van Dam was the one that made that what it was.
Yeah, he sold it like a motherfucker, but it looked brilliant.
Yeah,
Absolutely brilliant. And yeah, there was Van Dam doing his whole normal stuff, corkscrew leg drop on the barricade.
Yep, the guillotine leg drop.
Yeah, moonsaults off stairs and shit.
Yep, split leg moonsault, all that kind of
Just
stuff.
fucking Van Daminator at one point.
I don't think so, actually.
Oh no.
The closest would have been when Cena was propped up in the corner and he just ran and drop kicked the chair into his head.
Oh well, yeah.
That's
kind of what I meant.
It kind of is, yeah.
It was a running Van Daminator.
Yeah.
Not Van Daminator. That's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Overall, I gave this a 4.5. What was it? 4.5 horsemen out of 5.
Yep.
That doesn't make much sense.
Maybe Hornswoggle was part of the Horsemen now.
Yeah. Okay, now it makes sense. To be completely honest, it was probably like a 4 out of 5 match, but 0.5 was for the crowd heat and the fact that Van Dam won the title.
Yeah, well, you literally just stole the words out of my mouth. 4.5 Horsemen out of 5 for the exact same reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, up until that point, it was a fucking crying shame that Van Dam hadn't won a world title.
Yeah, it was absolutely disappointing.
Surprised he didn't do it in ECW.
I mean, I'm glad he at least won a couple Intercontinental Championships.
Yeah, he did well with the mid-card titles.
Alright, now on to the overall rating of the pay-per-view. I personally gave it a 4 Horsemen out of 5. Had some really solid points, had some really low points, but when you kind of look at it all as a whole, it was a pretty decent pay-per-view. Very enjoyable.
Yeah, I gave it a 4 Horsemen out of 5 too. Though, I mean, I remember it being a lot better overall.
Yeah, me too. But
And watching it back, yeah, there was some very low points and stuff. But I mean, Van Damme won the title, guys. Come on.
yeah, that just makes the pay-per-view.
And the crowd heat was like insane for the whole thing.
Yeah, it was like X-Pac heat.
Yeah. Alright, so that'll wrap it up for the review of ECW One Night Stand 06. So
Yep.
we'll draw out what we're doing next time. Got no paper in my hand this time. Good.
Alright, let's see what we've got. Oh god. New Year's Revolution. Not sure what year, whatever one where Edge cashed in on Cena.
The first one.
That's the one we're going for.
Alright. So that'll wrap it up for Review Roulette. So like, rate, subscribe, share our video with a friend, whatever you can do.
Yep, anything to help us out, we appreciate a lot.
Alright, and we'll see you next time.
See you.
Have a nice day.
If you mess with me